we have with us Mr. Utkarsh Nigoti. Utkarsh Nigoti is 2021 pass out from the School of Mechanical Engineering at Sri Mata Vaishno Devi University, Katra. And after that, he joined the prestigious PhD program at IIM Ranchi. So, thank you, Utkarsh, for joining us today. So, the first question from my side as well as from the viewer side will be that why you joined IIM Ranchi for PhD program rather than for the MBA program, because you are one of the lucky guys who is going to complete his PhD from IIMs after doing his B.Tech rather than going for a master's program in MBA.
Sir, basically the thing is when I appeared for CAT examination, my main aim was to crack CAT examination and go for MBA.
Okay.
My initial aim was not to get into PhD,
Okay.
but when I got this course and I applied for colleges, then I came to know that after B.Tech I can do PhD as well. My plan was to further study, do MBA,
Okay.
then go for PhD.
Hmm.
Because sir, my background belongs from my mother is a teacher. She's postgraduate. She has done a master's in chemistry.
Okay.
So I was more into education. My family background is more
Academics.
academics. My more family background is also like that. One of my uncle is currently a vice chancellor at Madhya Pradesh
Okay.
state university. So I was
Hmm.
getting into more into academics. So I searched more about it. Ki what IIM are offering in the terms of FPM. So
Okay.
basically it is termed as FPM. Earlier till 2018 it was termed as FPM. IIM it now itself called it as FPM only, but the degree they are providing is PhD.
Okay.
The FPM full form is sir Fellowship Program in Management. Basically,
Uh,
it is divided into two parts. Sir.
hmm.
First 2 years of coursework is basically MBA coursework only. What MBA students are doing, we are with them only and doing the same thing what they are doing.
Okay.
Then next coming 2 years, we have to do our research work what others are doing.
Hmm.
They don't believe in that someone who have done his MBA have to not to sit for the coursework. Either
Hmm.
he has to done the MBA from IIM, else he had to sit for whole 4 years,
Okay.
irrespective of which background you are from. Either you have
Okay.
many of my colleagues have done PhD as well. One of my friend
Hmm.
has done his PhD from IIM,
Hmm.
IIT Roorkee.
Okay.
Again, he in engineering. Again, he is here to do PhD in management. So it's like
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
yes,
okay.
sir.
Hmm.
So it's like
So that's really nice, in fact. So, okay, so I understood that what you are doing. Now, in fact, this is the most important question because there are so many students who, after BTech, will like to go for MBA, will like to join an IIM. So, and you have also cracked CAT examination. So, first thing first, tell us more about the CAT examination, how you prepared for it, or what are the mistakes which you have made, or what are the things which you have done good, and how much time does it take for preparing for CAT, and how people should apply after they say crack the CAT examination, but then they have to also sit for the interviews, right? So all
yes,
these
sir.
things, please.
Sir, it's a very long process. Like, sir, I can explain. When I was in college, I started learning an hour or two per day for sitting for CAT. Basically, it requires it's a regular. It totally requires a regular practice.
Mhm.
Let's start with sir the sectional wise.
Mhm.
Basically, CAT examination has three sections. One is quantitative aptitude, another is logical reasoning and data interpretation, and third is sir verbal ability.
Mhm.
So basically, let's start with sir verbal ability. For verbal ability, one have to sir sit and read any book or any paragraph or whatever sir is relevant. I am not talking about any book which is a fiction book and all. One
Mhm.
have to be very precise. If one will start reading book papers like the Hindu,
Mhm.
articles which are very relevant
Mhm.
to upcoming trends, because MBA is not only about your knowledge, it's all about the how you are aware about the current
Mhm.
affairs as well, because when it
Mhm.
comes to interview, think they can ask anything. So sir,
Mhm.
in my case, I started reading books and all from past 2 3 years,
Okay.
from my college last year. Then after my B.Tech, 1 year was there with Wipro. I was in Wipro for 1 year. In
Okay.
that
Mhm.
time as well, I utilized that time. Basically, it was work from home, so I utilized that time and I took the time to read verbal things. And sir, I will explain in detail what
Mhm.
next one can do. Then comes the sir logical reasoning part.
Hmm.
Basically, sir, if someone is from SMVDU and he has attended your class, I am practically speaking, sir. Sir, if someone has attended the class of your logic, I am pretty confident he can score without even touching a book at least 90 percentile in sir,
It
logical
is
reasoning.
it is not about my class, it is about the course, you
Course,
can
sir. Yeah,
say.
basically the course, sir. If one, so because that course basically is designed how someone thinks and how logically he is coming to any conclusion, and that's what the same thing cat applies. Basically, the toughest section in all the three section is logical reasoning only, because that thing neither a person from like literature department nor a person from engineering can crack that. It's like one who has basic knowledge how to think and how to logically come to an approach can do that thing. It's not about any background advantage to that person. The biggest thing is that I said
Okay.
but the thing is that I literally feel that after knowing this at syllogism, sir, that one can come, sir. If I know that A implies B is equal to something like that, A negation A, so that thing. So sir, that's a logical thing. That's symbolic things. The one if one can catch that. What is that? So that he in sir few of the minutes he can like complete 4 or 5 questions. Sir, I remember one question was there, which was directly from the thing what you have taught. I don't think so, sir. I took maximum, sir. I guess 5 minutes only. In 5 minutes for 5 questions. I guess, sir, for cat, for one question, I get somewhere around 2 minutes. At that time, I have saved my 5 minutes for next question. Sir, that thing.
Yeah, that helps.
That helps.
We also try to teach the course in this way so that it helps you also in the competitive examinations, not only in, say, academic examinations. Okay, how about the third part?
The third part is quantitative aptitude. Basically, sir, we are engineering background students. So this thing is a bit, sir, like a favorable part for us. Because every engineer is somewhere related to quantitative aptitude. So
it's more like maths, right?
It's totally maths, sir. And some mathematics which is related to real life, not about integration and differentiation. That thing is not here, like which you can't visualize. It's all about profit loss, how the area could be, and something related to that, algebraic processes and geometry and all. So which one can imagine. So basically, it requires proper practice because it doesn't have any like thing which one can do. The only thing to crack quantitative aptitude is you have to practice, and you have to thoroughly practice each and every topic. And sir, now comes to the strategy. What one should do to crack the examination. Sir, like this thing generally people used to do, but where the main thing comes is that sir, you should definitely go for mock. Not only for
interviews and mock tests
as well. Before that examination, like if someone will give the mock examination, mock test, he will definitely score somewhere around 80 percentile, 70 percentile. That doesn't matter in mock examination. You can analyze your paper, then you can think that what strategy I can change. Like what I found in my case that when I was attempting less questions in VRC section, I was getting very less marks because I was not very much confident that what I am marking is totally correct. So what my strategy was that I will attempt more and more questions according to my thinking in VRC section. But when it comes to logical reasoning, whatever I am able to solve, that's what I was solving. And basically it was all about how I analyze my mock examination. In mock paper, somewhere around, if you will somewhere score around 90 percentile, definitely you will get that because you will have idea that how to attempt the paper. And that's what about the CAT, how you are managing the time and which question you are selecting. Basically, selection of question is one of the biggest thing what one can do. I never think bad thing about that. I am taking 10 minutes to analyze the paper. I generally take a section to analyze somewhere around 5 to 7 minutes to analyze what the question are. And then I select the question and select the paragraph which one I have to solve because what is in my reach. Basically, sir, in my examination there was a question related to sports, and I am very much into sports, so I just jumped
badminton.
I just jumped into it. So basically, that's all about that. You have to practice. You have to give mock examinations, and just
So
feel like,
is there like a mock test which is available for free, or you have to enroll and you have to pay a fee?
sir,
What is the case?
I didn't take in any course or anything related to kite. I just use the YouTube and free internet sources. There are many ideas that one can do.
So
Take my
I will request you to also give us or supply us all those website
Yes, sir.
links and
I will
stuff like
definitely.
that, so we can put it in the description section so students can be benefited.
Yes, sir. And one more thing that the websites, there are some 2 3 websites which provide 1 or 2 mock free.
Mhm.
Basically, you can change the ID, change your email ID. You can give 2 3 mocks from them as well. You can change
Mhm.
your email address and you can give you. So that, sir, the thing is that when you are applying for these type of institutions, they generally used to irritate you. So it's my request, if you
Mhm.
are not taking the course and doing this thing, then try to be a bit anonymous.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because these type of institution generally will irritate you before your examination. Like a month before, when you are so much worried, they will tell you that in 30 days we will crack your.
The advantage of taking interviews is precisely because once you have a first hand experience, you can share it with all the people who are coming up and who are going to prepare, and these things will definitely shape their future. Because there are so many people whom I know, they will say that sir हमारे पास इतने पैसे नहीं है, सर हम ये अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रहे, वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रहे, पर आपको सिर्फ दिमाग चाहिए,
Yes,
आपको
sir.
पैसे नहीं चाहिए, पैसे आप क्रिएट कर सकते हो, बस वो those small things make a very big difference in your life.
Sir, and the YouTube is like, sir, ocean for knowledge.
Hmm.
If you can map what is the syllabus and what you have to study,
Hmm.
no, not even a single topic
Hmm.
which we will be missing there. Like each and
Hmm.
every analysis of paper as well from past years and all, which is totally available for free.
Hmm.
I don't think so, sir. You, apart from YouTube, you need any proper
Yeah, you
guidance.
just need an internet connection. That's
Internet
all,
connection. That's it.
and a say computer
System.
or
Yes,
mobile.
sir.
I guess so. Computer will be better
Better,
if you
yes.
have a good desktop or a
And
laptop. So
sir,
that will be
an hour per day practice. I'm not
nice.
saying a 2 hour or 3 hour or 4 hour. Just an hour
Hmm.
per day practice
Hmm.
will shape you in 6 months or 7 months.
Oh,
To
that's
give the
amazing.
examination
That's
properly.
amazing. Okay, now tell us something about the interview part as well.
Sir, this is like, sir, one of the most blunder part. Like I have given interviews of I am Ahmedabad, I am Calcutta, I am Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode, Udaipur, Ranchi for PhD. For these interviews for PhD. And for
Okay.
MBA, I have got call from CAP. Sir, CAP is basically 9 IIMs combined. They combined their process, and they used to take one interview. Then all like IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, IIT Jodhpur, IIT Dhanbad. I have given interviews of all these like colleges. So somewhere around 20-25 interviews I have given
Oh my
for
God.
25 interviews. And sir,
So you are the right person to talk to because you have the most, or say the amazing amount of experience. Yeah, you continue.
sir, the thing was that when the result came in January,
Mhm.
sir, there are many colleges, sir, I can name them like NITI Mumbai, one of the best college for operations. It is in Mumbai. Sir, that college used to close their form in the month of December only when you didn't have your scorecard as well. So you should be very confident that I am scoring 98 and 99 percentile, so I can apply that college. So there are 5-7 colleges which used to close their form before coming of the result of CAT examination. So it's very difficult for one to judge that should we fill the form or should we not.
Okay.
And the form fees is not very low for any
Yeah,
of these
that is for sure. That is
universities.
for sure.
So, so I guess I have invested somewhere around 60-70,000 in form only. This is because
So the
one,
amount of money which you saved from the preparation, you can apply
for the
for the
form, yes sir, in the
for the
form.
forms.
Because sir, I applied in everywhere where I was eligible, irrespective of what like qualifications they are demanding or what else they are demanding, like percentile criteria and all. I applied for IIT Dhanbad. Basically, the cutoff, sir, I will even talk about cutoffs. What are the cutoffs basically for that? But even the low cutoff colleges, the highest cutoff colleges like IIM Ahmedabad, I applied everywhere. I didn't think of single thing that will I get the call or not, because I was working and I thought that applying my 2 months salary to the form fees won't affect
It's
it.
what? It's what?
It's what. So sir, I applied everywhere. So in the month of January, when I got this scorecard, so I thought that I should apply for, sir, because till that time I have decided that I have to do PhD. because after that I used to search for the colleges where I can apply. So there only I get that there is course known as FPM or PhD where I can apply direct after B.Tech. Sir, we can apply even in IITs like IIT Bombay and Delhi, but they basically demand for 2-year work experience after B.Tech and something stuff like that. So like in IIM they didn't demand anything. Like IIM Rohtak used to demand 2 years of work experience, but none other IIMs used to demand any type of this thing. So I applied everywhere. Like and said they used to ask your preferences, and said the biggest thing about a B.Tech grad is that what he is going to choose, the finance, because you don't have any background of finance, you don't have any background of economics, you don't have background of any organization behavior and human resource management, and you have to propose SOPs to them, you have to give references from the faculties, and ultimately you have to prove that you are the best candidate apart from the students who are applying from IITs and IIMs over the pool of candidates. And sir, in each and every IIM there is only 1 or 2 seats in each department. So if you are applying in any institute, you are fighting for that 2 seats. And applying reservation for general, it's only 1 seat. So you are fighting for that 1 seat. So it's very, very difficult for one to judge that I am the best candidate. So I applied everywhere for FPM. Basically, sir, I thought that rather than going for baby IIMs, sir, baby IIMs is 3rd generation IIM, which is opened after 2015. Like IIM Jammu, Bodh Gaya, Sambalpur, Sirmaur, Amritsar, Visakhapatnam. These all are, sir, total.
The 3rd generation IIMs. Yeah.
So I didn't apply for them because I got the call for MBA from these institutes and some of the new IIMs as well. So I applied all the old IIMs. And then start the interview process. Like I got shortlisted from IIM Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Bangalore didn't shortlisted me. Apart from that, all old IIMs and
all old IIMs
and new IIMs.
Apart then, from B, all the A to Z.
Yes, apart from B, everyone shortlisted me because basically, sir, we like give advantages to more the work experience.
Work experience guys,
Work experience guys. So now comes the point. I am an engineer. Basically, -5 is ready for you. -5 or -10 according to institute. Either you are applying for MBA or you are applying.
But then most of the engineers go for IIMs. Most of the engineers are
there in IIM. Yes. Sir.
Yeah. And still they go for -5, -10. Huh?
Yes, sir. Basically, the thing is that when you are applying in IIM, don't go for YouTube videos that the cutoff of college is 92 or 93. Just add 4 or 5 percentile more because you are going to get -5. Definitely, because you are an engineer without work experience. Because sir, my work experience was not more than 1 year, so they didn't even count that. So it's like you are a fresher. You are a fresher. So now starts the main process. When sir, I have to write the SOP of the SOP of my research topic. So I selected 2 domains, sir. One was organization behavior and human resource management because sir, I was very much into human resource management from my side only because I thought that if I will do MBA, I will do in human resource management only.
And that is something which I will also speak for you because I've also seen you for 4 years. You have been also taking a course under us, and I have seen you that you are a very good manager, especially when it comes to human resource or public relations and so on. And you keep your calm, you manage things well. So thankfully, you have chosen. If you would have asked me, I would have also asked you that don't go for finance or anything. Go for human resource. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. And then it comes to sir SOP part. Then sir, in my SOP, I learned 3-4 concepts of human resource management, organization behavior. In organization behavior, there is one topic known as organization citizenship behavior. It's basically the thing that one is doing regardless of the profit which he is going to earn. Like if I have to work 8 hours in company, I am giving my 10 hours without demanding anything in return.
Yeah, like 2 hours to Vikalp.
Yes, 2 hours of Vikalp. That is my own choice. Yeah. That behavior, I took that topic. And basically my whole interview went somewhere around that in human resource only. So sir, my interview, let's start with IIM Ahmedabad, the best college one can choose for PhD, sir. In IIM Ahmedabad interview, they asked me many questions related to human resource management and real life questions. They saw my profile that I am an engineer, and it's like they asked me that what do you think that makes difference in the system of incentive, that is some incentive market. So if some bank is providing an incentive to his employee, what is the difference and what are the advantage and disadvantage of that? They don't give me a single minute to think of it. I asked that, sir, can I take that? Well, no. Whatever comes in your mind, just say it to us. Then I gave them, sir, a proper answer that in incentive that one, if employee want to work harder, if incentive will be more, he will work more harder. He will put his extra efforts to that organization. And when it comes to, sir, the negative part is that if he won't be able to complete his or her target in the given period of time, he will definitely go for unethical process. This unethical process hits them. So they generally try to ask me more questions related to unethical process. So what type of unethical process? He asked me example. So I gave that example to them. And my question was somewhere related to human resource management only. So it was very like an interactive interview. It was one of my best interview which I have given till now. And I got called for IIM Ahmedabad for IIM like sir OBHR, Organizational Behaviour and Human Resource Management, and second was for finance, because sir the thing was that I wasn't eligible for sir operations, because they were demanding a experience of 2 years in operations, because they want that operations guy should be at least 2 or 3 year experience, so that he can apply that industrial knowledge in their research project. So sir, in finance interview they tried to drill me in topic, because sir I chosen the topic of stock market, financial market. So they asked me what is Alpine stock market, and said question related to that only. So I asked I replied some of the answers and like get some feedback from them as well. It was very interactive interview from IIM Ahmedabad. It was not like that they were trying to grill me and all. That's the grilling interview. The same case was with IIM Kozhikode and IIM Calcutta. Calcutta was a bit like what I can say. So it was like they were not interested in taking interview of mine. Really speaking, sir, they were like, you don't have background. What we can ask from you?
Okay.
I've given them topics that you can ask me this stuff. But they asked me that stuff, and then they asked me that what research you will do. Then I explained them that I am like more into like organization behavior, so I can come up with some ideas related to that. So they were convinced, but they were not that much happy. I'm frankly speaking. So I was pretty confident that Ahmedabad might shortlist me, but Kolkata is not going to shortlist me for sure. So Ahmedabad was my first hope. Then came to Kozhikode. Kozhikode was very great, like chilled interview. I got called for only one domain. They didn't shortlist me for OBHR. They shortlist me for operations research, operations management. Basically, I choose an operations just because operation is a part of mechanical engineering. So I chosen that as well. So when they were asking me question, I was able to reply that. But they were not satisfied with what I have written in my SOP. They were like, there should be very precise thing that one should write, and you should come up with very specific ideas. So I was get some knowledge that what I can do in my upcoming interviews. From these 3 interviews, these were my first 3 interviews in the month of January and February. In the month of March, I get the result from these that I am not shortlisted for any of them.
Okay.
Then comes to the part of IIM Udaipur. IIM Udaipur generally used to take examination of research aptitude test. First, they shortlist the profile for interview, and then they take research aptitude test, which consists of basically probability questions and all, in PNC question, probability question. So I crossed that examination. Then comes the interview part. In their first interview, they asked me about many things, and I was able to reply many of them. It was not so much like they were asking me anything which is industrial based. They were very much theoretical. That institute was very much theoretical, that you should know the theoretical part. Later we will let you know that what you are eligible for or not for research. Then their second round interview was also scheduled. After first round interview, the biggest process was of IIM Udaipur only. First ad, then first interview, then second interview, then final shortlisting. So then second interview, I was like out of this. After second interview, they didn't give me final call. So then comes the interview of IIM Kashipur and IIM Lucknow. In IIM Lucknow interview, sir, it was like that they asked me many questions, and I was pretty confident that I am going to convert that, but eventually I didn't get the call. I was a bit surprised that I didn't get the call.
Why
They
you
were,
haven't? Yeah, it
yeah,
happens because
because
as I also come to know about lot many people's experience, they say that I gave one of the best interviews and I was not shortlisted there or I could not clear, and I was very pessimistic and apprehensive about this one, but I
I
got
got the
cleared.
call. Yes.
So
This thing
tell me about your interview at Ranchi.
sir,
Which
now come. Sir, that now I was coming to Ranchi only because
okay.
when I gave these all interviews,
Hmm.
the form of Ranchi was open till 15th of April. I got result from each and every institute.
Hmm.
On 14th of April, I thought that I should apply for
Hmm.
OBHR at IIM Ranchi.
Hmm.
It's because Organization Behaviour and Human Resource Management is best in. Sir, I won't compare it with IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. But
Hmm.
after that, all the institutes, IIM Ranchi has one of the best Organization Behaviour and Human Resource Management program.
Okay.
One of the flagship program, like top 5 flagship
Yeah,
program.
it is one of the
in India.
flagship programs. Yeah.
So I selected that program and I thought that I will be very free
Hmm.
because I will come to sir my MBA interview as well. But
Hmm.
in my PhD interview, I was very free. Like if I will get the convert, then I will join. Else I don't have any worry about it because one or two seats I can't very predict that I am going to get the call and all.
Hmm.
So in my interview, I presented one like research proposal there. They asked me for research proposal and I proposed one research proposal in organizational citizenship behavior. And sir, in that interview, they didn't grill me a single time and they were very interactive with me. They asked, sir, here I get the like hint that I am going to be shortlisted because they asked me that what mechanical concepts you can apply in organization behavior. And I generally used to relate that topic. And he was very much happy about it that you have at least relate your current topic to the topic which we are going to focus on. And then one more thing is that sir, organization citizenship behavior topic I have chosen from the profile of IIM professors only because this thing one have to go through the professor's profile in which research topic they are currently working on. If I will go with some new topics and all, they won't be able to like give you opportunity because they want something that what they are working on and they are very much into that only. So that one professor was working on that topic only and he started doing a great conversation with me, like half an hour conversation. There was a 6 panelists, like 5 were trying to say something, but that 6% was so much influenced that okay, I want to take you. Okay, I want to take you. He make me that confident. After that, when I gave the interview, after that I got the call from different IITs for MBA. I am from MBA, and when I pay their fees, I got the call from IIM Ranchi, and then I withdraw that course and joined the IIM Ranchi FPM program.
Oh God, it's
It was
amazing. It's
sir,
an amazing journey. Amazing
it
journey.
was like getting a single seat at these type of institutions is like feeling in IIM Ahmedabad they shortlisted only one candidate. I saw their list, only one candidate they have shortlisted. In IIM Ranchi there are 2 candidates. In each and every IIM for OBHR it is somewhere either 1 or 2 or 0. Like IIM Calcutta doesn't take a single candidate this year because if they like the candidate they will take. If they won't, there is no number of seats. Like
no need for filling the seat.
Yes, sir.
That I can understand.
It was very.
So it was really, and yeah, it was a very comprehensive discussion. So by the end of the discussion, I will ask you to suggest, say, students of our university that what are the things which you have made mistakes and how not to commit that mistakes, and similarly, what were your strengths and what you will like to suggest it to your say juniors who are still studying in our university, that what they should do and what they should not do.
So basically the thing they should not do, I will focus on that because that was my mistake. Don't say anything which you are not confident about.
Yeah, first point, very important.
Biggest point, because if you will think that you are going to fool them, they are at that position, they will fail you. In my IIM interview, I was trying to say something which I was not much confident about, and I guess somewhere 10 questions on follow up to that topic. They didn't even stop. I was just saying, I don't know, sir, I don't know, sir, I don't know, sir. And they were putting the same concept question continuously, and they were trying to check whether you are going to handle these type of situations or not. So this can be the situation that they can pull you in that situation that how you are going to handle this type of things if you don't know anything. And then second topic which one should focus is that basically, if you don't know anything, they just say it. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm not aware about it.
Hmm.
They are happy to listen that. At least you are accepting your truth. What you
So
have,
this
what
is the
you know.
interview part, but how about the preparation part, the
Sir,
written part?
sir,
Cat.
when it comes to sir cat, basically don't be overconfident. I was
Hmm.
overconfident. I was overconfident in sir quant that I will score huge and all. I scored highest in sir LRD logical reasoning. Then
Yeah.
sir, I scored 90th percentile in like sir yeah, LRDI. I scored
Huh.
94 percentile in sir verbal and
Acha.
73 percentile in quant,
Quant. Oh,
which was my
that
tough,
that
which was
that
my
hit you
strength.
very hard. That really hit you very hard.
The
Because
which
as
was
I remember, your CAT percentile was somewhere around 93, 94,
yes, sir,
right?
93. It was
Ah.
yes, sir.
So, if you would have done also well in your quant, and it should have been your forte because you are an engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
So you could have crossed the 97,
98,
98.
98 percentile.
You know?
Just 10 marks difference was there, sir. If I would have
Hmm.
scored 10 more marks,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I would be in the band of 97, 98.
Yeah. So then ABC was at least ABC for
Yes, sir.
sure.
For FPM program.
Ah,
But sir, in FPM program, one can't predict anything about it because
that is
at
also true.
99.8, because sir, in IIM Ranchi, one of our fellows fellows percentile is somewhere 99.4. He gave
My
interview
God.
for all IIMs for a PhD. Sir, IIM PhD. So basically, there are people from GRF, there are people
Hmm.
from GH,
Hmm, hmm,
there are
hmm,
people from GMAT, and they all are toppers from all that
hmm, 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 hmm,
examination. And now they are applying here. So how you are going to impact that thing, how you are
hmm.
going to make yourself best candidate over all of them is
Hmm.
the biggest challenge. Not
Yeah.
so if you will get the call, definitely if you can convince the professor,
Hmm,
he will definitely take you. I
hmm.
You just have to convince one over all. If
Yeah.
one is convinced by you, he will definitely take you, that I will
Because
take
if
you.
it suits his or her area of research, so they will be very
He will
interested in
definitely,
you.
yes,
If you are not falling into that category, does not matter how bright or how sharp you are,
yes,
they
sir.
will not be able to. That is the thing.
Yes, sir. This is the biggest thing, like percentile. And then, sir, secondly, I will suggest everyone that don't take it lightly. I took CAT very lightly. That this year I am just going to give the CAT examination. Then I will prepare for second next year.
Hmm,
In my first time I didn't give the CAT examination because
hmm,
of
hmm,
COVID situation in my area.
hmm,
So
hmm,
I
hmm,
with my graduation I didn't give the CAT examination.
hmm,
This was
hmm,
my first attempt, and I was very like very free that I am going to give the CAT examination. If I won't be able to get the percentile, I am not going to join. I was in that type of scenario, so that
hmm,
if
hmm,
I will, because I was in the job and I think that if I will get some work experience, I will get the point. No, sir. If I
hmm,
have to, then I realize that this 10 marks of sir quant gave me a
hmm,
huge lesson. If
hmm,
I would I would have very serious in last 1 or 2 months
hmm,
in before CAT examination, I would have scored somewhere around 98 to 99%.
hmm. So
This
that would
five
have
plus,
been a boom. Yeah, I can.
yes, sir.
Anyways, in fact, it was very, very nice and pleasurable talking to you because after such a long time we have been talking and you shared your experience, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to help our students because people should learn from others' mistake as well. And the kind of things which you have suggested, I guess, so are very generic problems which usually people will do. And if they are not doing it and they are, just keeping it simple, straight, and very, very focused, so definitely they will crack ABC.
Yes, definitely, definitely,
Huh?
without any
Hmm.
doubt. Sir, this, this is like ABC is like a hype in our
Hmm.
country.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, sir, in the interview, I didn't even feel a single time that I am giving interview in front of the professors of IIM ABC and I am
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
like this type of things, because
Hmm.
your confidence
It's
level
it's
is
basically the funding because they have more funding. They are later means earlier institutions. They have far better infrastructure and something
yes,
like that.
sir.
But the standard is more or less the same.
Same, yes, sir.
So yeah, that helps. That helps. Anyways, thank you so much, Utkarsh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.